All right. I said all the entrance and yelled in here, one bit of it. What the hell is wrong with me? That's I need more coffee. Good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Today is the 7th of November, year Lord 2023. And yes, I had to look at the calendar. These years just keep flying by. I don't know anymore. So, glad for you to join me here today. It's Tuesday. Where's Crazy? I guess we ain't seeing her on Tuesday unless she's getting up late. No idea. So I'm going to the mailbag real quick. One question I had is like trust. How do you do it? You just wing it. How do you prepare for your show? Easy. 5 minutes before I do anything on my show, I put in a song, usually from a group, choose it to motivate me. Today's selection for motivation came from Collective Soul. The song was called December. Yeah. Some of y'all know it, some of y'all don't. Some will probably blush once you get to listen to that song. Some of you go, what the heck is he talking about? And others be like, yeah, I know what he's talking about. Yep, I understand, trust. Yep. Well, anyway, let's go. So, yeah, a little bit naughty today, but hey, all right. Or anything else, let's see who's in the stream. Hey, Shift Kicker, thanks for sharing me out. Good morning. And Jeremy, you're up early. How you doing, brother? Well, I'm going late compared to when you get up and get on here. So, how you doing? Glad to have you here. And we got a lot of lurkers, and we did shout outs, postings, and all that. So some are probably busy, and some are going into that, and they're riding dirty. Yes, they're riding dirty because they didn't take a shower. But I'm not going to tell you who. One of the lurkers knows. He fact checked it. Yeah, we know who, and I'm just laughing in the back of my mind because I don't want her to hear me go, oh man. So we get some Febreze. All right, now. Yep, always wash up before you go out because you know that everybody else is stinky. They don't take showers or wash their hands when they're out in public. So, be safe. Don't be like them. Be yourself. Clean up. Smell pretty. But don't smell that good because, then they're all going to gravitate to you like a hole in your head and the zombies smell the brains. Yeah. Hey, good morning, chicken little girl. Oh, you got a Christmas tree up. Aw. And you're feeding the baby. Aw. Okay, everybody in chat. 1, 2, 3. Aw. Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear any of y'all. Y'all suck. Y'all would never make it on the WWE audience for TV broadcast because they're going to be like, dun, 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 you suck. Dun, dun, you suck. Well, they did that to Kurt Angle. Yep. But anyway, let's see where I was at. Oh, yeah, my milk crate. Let me get that puppy. There. All right. Where is it? Oh, okay. Let's see where I normally first go. It is currently 67 degrees here in west central Texas. We're expected to get up to 90. Pollen is high. So if you hear my nose clogging up, you know why, because there's a lot of pollen, and that's all blowing in from the west. Thanks, people in the west. Keep your pollen. We went for like a month and a half. All we had was pollen all over the place. We couldn't go out without a N95 mask, and that was just for the pollen. That wasn't for anything else the CDC was saying a word for. Yep, let's see, our current humidity is at 69%, winds at 13 miles an hour. Visibility is good at 9.9 miles an hour. Our dew point is 57, and if anybody really wants to know what the pressure is, okay, put on the song December from Collective Soul so you can hear the song in the background. The pressure is 29.85 inches. Yep. What's that all mean, Trust? It means it's got to be hot, it's going to be sticky, and I'm not even going to say that M word because unless you're outside working like I'll be doing this afternoon, then you'll be moist. Yeah. That sweat's just going to be pouring out your body. And I'm just waiting for it to get up to about 80 before I go outside because, hopefully they'll bring down a little bit of the freaking pollen and all the pollen goes by before I start working out there. All right. So, first and foremost, Where's my glasses? I got a news article for you, and boy, y'all gonna love this. Okay, start watching everything they're coming out with when it has to be climate change and everything else. Because SNews.com is reporting scientists assert we only have 6 years remaining. 6 years. So that would be what, 2029? Yeah. What the hell are they talking about, Trust? Well, it's a hypothesis, an educated guess, and they got no education, so it's a stupefied guess. Yeah, I'm thinking about Disturbed. I may have to freaking listen to that one tomorrow for Stupefy, because that's what those scientists are. Bunch of stupid fucking idiots, excuse my French. That's why I kind of murmured that one. All right. Well, before I even read it, it shows a picture. And it shows smokestacks showing the white freaking stuff coming out and going into the thing. So they're talking about climate change and we're burning stuff. But a lot of people don't realize the stacks that they're showing are from nuclear plants. The stuff that's supposed to be cleaner and better for the environment. Have you caught that yet on any of the articles in the past 20 years? Most of the time it's all the nuclear plants, but yet that's supposed to be a whole lot better for the world. But we only have 6 years. All right, think about it. Enough said. And remember, all nuclear plants are put on fault lines, active and inactive, and most of them are active. So, yeah. What better place to put it so they can just freaking go crazy on us? It's part of their plan. Ain't no conspiracy here. I report everything that nobody else wants to report on because you know what? They're too scared to report it. I just reported how they write it, and if they're going to allow it to write, then that means the federal government's backing it, and if the federal government's backing it, YouTube's got to accept it. If they don't, they piss off the federal government, they'll send the IRS in there and audit them, and they'll find out that, yeah, they're going to lose their freaking rights to everything. I know how it works. All right, so it says scientists have published a new report in Natural Climate Change, issuing a stark warning about the looming climate crisis. They assert that to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius, 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit, drastic reductions in carbon dioxide emissions are crucial. Research shows the maximum emission level that will not result in disastrous temperature increases on Earth. Well, bunch of bull cocky. I'm going to tell you why. If it gets up to the 2.5 Fahrenheit or 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit, that's where the bacteria turns into the last of us. Because we weren't far away. It'll mutate to survive. And then that's going to mutate and get into your brain cells and start making you zombies. So, yeah, just another reason why a better chance because, think about it. Do the math. Don't do their math. Don't read it and just take it for granted. Do your own math. You're going to find out. And they go on, blah, blah, blah. It's all about CO2, all CO2. But, there's other things that contribute too, like methane. California still has their methane coming out of the ground. They don't know how to cap it. Pennsylvania's still got the coal mines burning underground. Oh, that's freaking burning everything going up in the air too. And that's been going on for freaking decades. But yet they want to freaking tell you can't barbecue outside. You can't use a gas stove. Why don't they freaking cap these freaking things that the government freaking created first? You know how much methane, you know how much freaking CO2 and everything else Pennsylvania's letting out? Think about it. The one in Pennsylvania, they shut down a whole freaking city, let alone probably the county by now. Because the ground's so warm and everything's buckling on it. Because of the coal mine that's burning underneath it. Yeah, think about it. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. We make a mistake. It'll take care of itself. Well, that's all I'm going to report on that part. If you want to look at it, and the report is SNews.com, ESSA news.com. Look that up, because I got a lot more stuff to cover. And, of course, I don't even want the good stuff like bringing people up here and letting them here and all that other stuff. I know you don't want to hear my voice the whole time, so let's see before I get in the next one, because I accidentally closed everything. Okay, I'm waiting for the news to open, so I'm going to pop the screen and watch it circle and wait. Let's see. Okay, yeah. A lot of states today have voting. Have you gone and voted? I know a couple have. A couple of lurkers back there. Um, Actually, today is our first day of early voting for this week. And I'll be going, when I go into that later today, I'll be going out doing my part and voting for stuff. And then, of course, it only pertains to each state. So I don't think there's nothing federally on any of the ballots this time around. But yeah, do your civic duty. Go out there. I don't want to hear you complaining about your state's gone to crap because you haven't gone out there and voted. Letting all the freaking people that shouldn't be voting. How do you know you got illegals that are voting when they shouldn't be voting? If you're not out there voting and catching them. Okay, I'm trying to find. Okay, I guess I'll click on that story while it's going up. Okay, and while that's going up, I'll see who else joined us. Good morning, Chickadoodle Girl. Chris Piat, how you doing? Lake Fairy, good morning. Rubberneck, good morning. Gardner Josh, good morning. Yeah, you gotta look at Chickadoodle. She's the one with the tree. She's hanging out with the trees this morning. Oh man, come on. Okay. Okay, y'all want some lighter news, something good for you? Okay. How do you know if you grew up poor or you grew up, you know, rich? Only those who grew up poor, these 12 simple pleasures feel like luxury. All right, let's see. Growing up poor is challenging, but you know what? It prepared you for how we're going to do it. Sometimes the world knows that we're going to have a freaking potato head running the country and ruining everything. Yeah, so think about it. If you grew up poor and you enjoy these luxuries, you're being prepared. You know, and if you didn't, well, you're spoiled little brats and you need to get your ass out there and work for minimum wage, and there shouldn't be no $15 an hour. So put your phones down, put your freaking PlayStations down, get your ass to work, start mowing the neighbor's yard. But yeah, do it for free today, since you ain't gonna go out and vote anyway. All right, let's see what are the 12 things that they're saying. Hey, number one, getting the car washed. We're not talking about driving to a car wash, paying somebody to run it through a thing, and actually washing it at home manually. Nobody washed it for you, not the kids, not the wife. Yeah, you did it. And most of the time, ladies, not the husband, you went out there and did your own freaking dirty, freaking, car because you're riding dirty. You'll be riding dirty. Okay, that's the first one. Next one. Eating ice cream. I guess nowadays nobody eats ice cream except Pelosi. And they're not only talking about regular ice cream, they talk about making it at home and then eating it. Because, you didn't have the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity and the Moose Tracks and all these other ones. You had vanilla. And boy, did you get sick of vanilla. Because that was a treat every summer. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about if you grew up in the South, especially in the South where we actually had heat compared to everybody else complaining. Yeah, enough said on that one. Next one, eating breakfast. Yeah, yeah. And the reason covering that one is like when you grew up poor, you really didn't have breakfast. You got up, you went to school, you waited for freaking lunch, you ate lunch, and then when you got home, you ate another one. So you often only ate 2 meals a day. Yeah, it prepared you for prepping and getting ready when everything goes kaput that you're going to be eating maybe 2 meals a day, and that's it. Because you'll be too busy doing all the stuff that you need to do for a preppy life. Because you got to remember, back then we didn't have the freaking illustrious meal programs that we have now. Thank God, because we probably would have had Michelle slash Michael Obama trying to change our meals back then too. Nope. Another one is going to the movie theater. And when you grew up poor, you went to the dollar movies. If you actually had a dollar theater, or you got thrown in the trunk of a car and smuggled in a drive-in, you really couldn't afford going to movie theaters back then. The rite of passage growing up was Blockbuster that we don't have no more. It was like, ooh, I could rent a movie this weekend and watch it all week long before I got to return it. Yeah. For kids of the 80s and 90s, the luxury could be tied by whether or not your family bought store brand cereal or major brand like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Fruity Pebbles. And even the writer puts in this article is like, every time I saw Reese's Puffs on the top of the fridge, I knew tomorrow was going to be a good day. Yeah, that's when you knew you were poor. When all you got was the regular Cheerios, no flavor, no sugar added, or cornflakes. You had to add your own sugar, and if you added a twist, you wanted to put some, quick chocolate instant into it when you added the milk, so you'd have chocolate sugar flakes. Yep, I'm guilty of it. All right, another one is falling asleep at the perfect temperature. Yeah, back then a lot of people didn't have air conditioners. You fall asleep, you're either freezing, you're sweating, had the windows open, the bugs be coming in, so you couldn't afford to screen for your windows, shit like that. Yep. But when you got air conditioner, it felt like you're winning the lottery. Yeah, you're able to fall asleep easier, you're comfortable, no nighttime sweats. Yeah. Yeah. When you grew up poor, you didn't know nothing about no bedroom door. Think about it. You didn't have privacy. That's pretty bad when you're so poor you can't afford a door. Well, I can say that because when I grew up in my grandmother's house, I had to go to my great grandmother's house to get privacy because she lived alone. I usually slept on the couch, and I'm not talking about like a love seat or a 3-tier couch now. It'd be a single seat couch. It would be those old, thin, ancient ones. My head with a pillow be on one side, and my feet would be hanging on the other, and a blanket over me, just to get privacy, and it'd just be my great grandmother in her bedroom and me. Still remember those days, waking up, having coffee with her, and then we'd get to work, start making, the breakfast stuff that she turned around and provided to restaurants down the street. So she supplemented her Social Security income with. Love the lady. I miss her dearly. So let's see, what else? Yeah, here's one. You knew you were poor. Yeah, you got a 20 ounce. Well, it used to be 16 ounce. So we didn't have no 20-ounce bottles. You get a 16-ounce bottle of soda and you had to share it with all your brothers and sisters. And sometimes mom and dad too. Yeah, you knew you were poor when you had to share a soda. And it hurt when you had to share it. It really did. Just it's inside when you had to share it with your little brother or sister. And, but you run to the store because you found a cool dime and you wanted to go buy a soda. And your friend would be, and you'd share it with, you'd be happily giving it to your friend. But when you had one as a family, and you had to share with your brothers and sisters, you knew you were getting screwed out of the deal. Yeah. I remember those days. Here's one. A new winter coat. How many of y'all grew up with a lot of hand-me-downs? Yeah. Thank God I had an older sister. I didn't ever get any of her hand-me-downs. I had to get, well, I won't say I got everything new. Socks and underwear were new, but until I was in middle school and higher, I usually got hand-me-downs from my cousins because I did have older cousins. So yeah, that kind of sucked in a way, but in some ways it didn't, because yeah, going to restaurants, yeah, yeah. Back growing up, when you were poor, you didn't go to restaurants. If you did, it was somebody's birthday, or you're getting together with, it was like a family reunion, but it was usually for a funeral. Yeah. So next, yeah, going to the grocery store and buying full priced items. Yeah, I don't remember ever getting anything full price. Yep. So, so I guess those were 12. I was reading them. I don't know. Trying to look. Maybe that was commercial. 14 high paying jobs that nobody actually wants to do. Yeah, there's quite a few of them out there. They avoid those jobs like the plague, but they actually pay a lot of money. You don't need a college degree. Really think about it. I really think that went into another article. Yeah, it is. It's different. So I'm going to close that out. Okay, let's see. Go up here because I've been talking for a little bit, so I got to see who I missed. Okay. Well, you take care of yourself, Chickadoo. I'm sorry. We'll all add you to our prayer list, so help you with your pain. Hey, Lee, how you doing? Good morning, Barb Clayman. How you doing? Yeah, we mentioned about the the chicken nuggets. I wasn't too worried about it because the Minion nuggets didn't get affected, thank goodness. But you do have to check all the chicken nuggets because not only the dino, it's the regular ones, and it could be the Minions too, but who knows. Hey, Craig the Hunter, good morning. Alrighty, now I'll go back to the rest of the story. I want to thank everybody that shared me out on what to celebrate today the other day because I was really surprised. I was looking at analytics. I think I got 129 views one of them the other day. I was like, what? Somebody shared me out. Well, I appreciate it. And like I said, I'm trying to get up to the numbers. I think I'm like 150 people short to hit 1,000 on subscribers. That'd be awesome to be able to get up to 1,000 before the new year. And then I think I still need like 900 more view hours. I believe it's on my shorts in order to do that check mark. And then they're going to say, do you want to monetize? And I can go, no, not this time. Then I could do my study on how they treat the monetized versus the non-monetized, and how some people get away with stuff and others can't. Yep, that's why I'm trying to get up to the numbers because I want to get as close as possible. And I'm going to find a channel and talk to the creator, and if they get close enough, like they get 1,000 subscribers, I got 1,000 subscribers, but they monetized. I want to watch them closely, and if they get hit with something because they said something, I want to turn around and do the stream too and see if they hit me with it or not. Because sometimes it's not even the words that you say, it's just how you say it in the context of the word. That's what I've learned. In all the years I learned verbal judo and do that for all the jobs I had, yeah, I've learned that verbal judo gets you out of trouble a whole lot faster. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I'm trying to find, I'm going to have to go to the other one. So the UN and everybody's trying to put pressure on Israel. So I'm going to hit this once and hit it once, and it's a personal view, but you know what? All the people in all these freaking states that are pro-Palestinian, pro-Israel, whatever, let the country take care of its own people. They got attacked. There was war declared on them. No, we ain't going to have another timeout in their 70 freaking years of them being attacked by these freaking radical Muslims. And if you notice, most of the UN, if you haven't realized, are run by the Muslims. Think about it. Yeah, there's a bias there. So the UN needs to back off because they're showing the true colors like the Democrats have been showing. Yep. If you don't believe me, go check out the stores in New York City. There's a representative there that's, kind of got booed and sort of got violent when he was trying to freaking go, oh, yeah, we need a ceasefire. We need to protect the Palestinians, even though they're the ones that voted the Hamas leaders to run Gaza for him. Think about it. They elected terrorists. And yes, Hamas is known as a terrorist group, just like the Houthis and all the other freaking groups. They are a terrorist organization. They do not have their own freaking country. They do not get a pass go. They do not go in there and terrorize Israel without Israel terrorizing back. It's a way of life. They've been doing it for years. Now the UN and everybody else that doesn't do anything for Israel. What sanctions did the UN put on Hamas? None. Why? Because they haven't got a country. Well, you know what? Why didn't the UN show their true colors when Hamas attacked Israel and got any country harboring anybody from Hamas for the last 50 years on are going to be completely sanctioned from anything and everything until they weed out all of Hamas? No, they won't do that, but they're going to pick on Israel. They're a bunch of freaking Nazis. I'm telling you, they're doing the same thing. Freaking Hitler and his freaking crew. Don't believe me? Go read the manifesto for freaking the Muslims. They want to go all over the world and want to take it over. And that's what they've been doing because the stupid Democrats and the politicians are freaking like the Democrats in other countries. Don't believe me? Keep on looking at it. I mentioned it years before they freaking do it, and they've already got a foothold in every country. Except for that one island that's got that tribe that been saved by the world that nobody better go to because they're a bunch of cannibals. And they'll kill you before you even get to spend 2 minutes on the freaking beach. They can eat you. Another stranger. Barbecue day. Yep. Think I'm joking? No, that's what happens. The guy that wanted to preach the word found out. And he got rescued the first time. He still went back. And then the second time they had barbecue. Yep. Looking, there's a lot of things. There's a warning on when I'm not seeing it, but in the future, the new pandemic is going to be about pain. And I'm trying to find that one, and I'm not trying to scare Chicken Noodle, because I don't think it has nothing to do with hers. It's just because what the article is saying is because of everything that's going on and the antibiotics and everything that aren't working anymore. People are just going to have to learn how to have high tolerance of pain when they're sick and in the hospital. First and foremost, the first thing I'm going to tell you, you go to a hospital, make sure that you do not, you have the do not resuscitate. I'm not telling you that one. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. What's that thing they put on your mask when they're going to help you to breathe? Yeah. Do not incubate. Yeah. Yeah. Don't let them put you on an incubator. Yeah. If you got a stroke and your lungs got to do an extra workout like you're at the gym lifting weights, if we look at during the pandemic, more people died because their lungs got blown out. Yeah. I want to see the hospital's training period intubation. Thank you, Chef. Thank you. I knew you'd correct me on it. But if you look at it, because everybody died of that, it didn't matter. You went there for a freaking ingrown toenail, you ended up dying. Because the first thing they said, oh, let's put a tube in him. Yeah, he can't breathe on his own. Next thing you know, you're being freaking thrown in the incubator or incinerator or buried. They didn't keep very good records. The only thing that they made sure that somebody signed off the death certificate that they died by the 19 stuff. Yeah. BS. And before I send out any invitations or anything else, I want to look one more time, say hello to people, and then we'll go from there. Good morning, Barb. I said good morning to Craig. Mr. Boswell, good morning. How you doing? So, okay. Last but not least, hey, we got notified yesterday. Texas is getting like $34.1 million to help with our infrastructure from the big freeze about 3 years ago. It took them 3 years to send us federal money to assist. And that's not even the worst part. That's the federal government figures. We don't rely on them anyway. We've been fixing everything ourselves because of it. Hey, good morning, Rubberneck again. But here's the catch. And I'm glad they're doing these things because the state's going to get a mouthful. About 20 something million of that money is going to go to the District of Dallas and Fort Worth so they can fix their low income housing and their pipes and all the other stuff. And the rest is going to be spread out through the other states so they can take care of their emergency places like fire departments that didn't have backup generators and all that. So more than half is going to Dallas and Fort Worth. That makes no sense. Period. There's other major cities. Basically, basically what they're trying to freaking say is like, yeah, we're gonna take care of Dallas. Screw Houston, San Antonio, Austin. Screw anybody that lives out of the major cities. Y'all just take care of your own pipes. Think about it. So, needless to say, the politicians in Texas are going to get a mouthful from the person and the company that even suggested giving everything to Dallas. First and foremost, they should be taking care of the fire departments. I agree because they had to respond everywhere. They need a backup generators, keep their stuff going, so they keep going everywhere. Police stations, the hospitals that needed update because some of them didn't have the right locations for the generators. Even they found out they didn't have the right size generator for the size hospital they got. Yeah, yep. Think about it. But no, we're just going to give most of it to the city. So yeah. So the person that made that plan can kiss my butt because you're going to get a lot of freaking heated people outside of Dallas freaking telling you where to put it. Yeah, exactly. There's more to Texas than Dallas. For one, you ain't the capital, and for two, Dallas. Nobody wants to live there anymore. Everybody's moving out because the high crime, the stupid freaking rules that you put in place because you let the Democrats take over the town. But that's good because you know what? They're going to learn, and then the other big city's going to learn. Well, Houston won't. Houston's a cesspool of freaking Texas. Yeah. So yeah, think about it. Well, let me see. I guess I could get this email going. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I'm not going to mention all of it. Just the key points. So email. Hey. Who knows? I probably won't get anybody to come up here. When I rant like this, they usually try to avoid it, but you know what? Hey, it's still circling, so I can't even compose a freaking message yet because it's circling. Thanks, Google. Okay, let's copy. Oh, excuse me. All right. First one sent. I'm hurrying. I know. But, don't blame me. Blame the co-host that never shows up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You know who you're talking about. You're laying there watching TV going, ha ha, he's got to go solo. Ha ha. Yeah, bite me. So, anyway, let's see. They had a big bust in Massachusetts. I only read a little bit of it and I had a video. I didn't watch it, but supposedly 3 people in mass for, doing the drug thing. And, the pictures they show weren't that great pictures, but, the pictures sort of look like cotton candy. So, yeah, just when you think, yeah, the drug thing is starting to sway a little bit. No, it's there. Hey, be charming. Good morning. Let's see. Say this came out last night, and I don't know where to find it. So, but needless to say, um, they talked about the 10 top states for that were the worst places for carjacking stuff in 2022. And California was not the number one on the list, needless to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which still surprising. They're still on the top 10 list. They just weren't number one. It was some weird state, like North Carolina or something. I don't know. It's like, really? That's where they got it? Yeah, really? No, it was actually Colorado. Colorado was number two. For the second year in a row, Colorado is the state that you don't want to go visit because you're going to get carjacked. They're going to steal your car and you ain't going to get it replaced. Yeah, think about it. It's like when you go to the southern border, go to Mexico, you walk across. Yeah, you don't take your car because your car is going to be gone. You park it, you use freaking any type of, I don't know, you pay somebody to watch your car. It's gone. It's over, you know. Hell, you park it on this side of the U.S., you might come back at some blocks. Hey, John, how you doing? Good morning. Needless to say, people would stop freaking throwing stuff out there. But let's see. What else? There's a lot of stuff. A lot of major brands, well, not major brands, a lot of brands of dog food being recalled because of salmonella. But it's not, it wasn't like Purina or anything. But if, you buy some weird brand dog food, you may want to check the recall list on that for your doggies. So here's an interesting fact that I learned early this morning that, I was in and out of taking a nap and I heard it because it was on YouTube. I'm like, what the hell? There was a pope, back in the plague days, there was a certain pope. And he ran a certain districts. Well, he was a bishop at the time. He was like one of the important guys for the pope. And where the Black Plague started, so we know what country it is, so I'm not slamming on that country. But, well, this archbishop, so powerful, he became pope eventually, and he declared war on black cats. Because black cats were, in his eyes, agents of the devil. Dun, dun, dun. So, what did he order? He ordered the eradication of cats. And people were going around freaking eradicating cats. They saw a cat, they freaking took them out. Now, I know some of y'all cat owners or pet owners like, oh, those poor kitties. Hey, this is history that they don't teach you in school. You got to do the research to look it up. I did. I'm like, holy crap, they didn't lie. So, needless to say, after like 2, 3 years of them eradicating all the cats, almost all the cats were going out of the country. Guess what shows up? Dun, 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 dun. More rats with more fleas. And the Black Plague hits. So, needless to say, I'm not saying that that's one of the number one reasons why the Black Plague occurred, because this Pope killing all the cats or ordering all the cats to be killed. But, it does sway your decision that, yeah, nowadays, if that would happen now, oh, there'd be so many lawsuits against the freaking Vatican because they got all that gold. Oh, yeah, Vatican be shelling out freaking money left and right to everybody. Think about it. So that's your hidden moment as something else with the Vatican. I don't trust them. Hey, Aquaman, good morning. And like I said, if you're offended at things I say, it's only my opinion. It's my show. Don't like it. Bye. Anyway, I'm giving you a new perspective on looking on things because, you really trust one organization. Yeah. Look at how closely they vote for a pope. It's a group of men that vote on one man. As long as he meets their criteria and what they're going to do, they make him the leader. What other institution does that kind of crap? Yep. Think about it. I said. Anybody else besides Chicken Noodle and us here in Texas going to get up to 90 or higher degrees today? We got a couple more days of, we'll call it September weather because it's our Indian summer still. Yeah, it's not dead and over with. And Thursday we're supposed to start getting showers, and we're dropping to the 60s and 50s, and then we'll be in fall-like temperatures for a couple of weeks, and then guess what? Bum, yeah, the word you hate to hear. It starts with a W. But some of y'all are already going to be experiencing that because this weekend y'all are getting a couple, I don't know, I'll say centimeters to make it look, or millimeters, or micrometers of the white stuff. Yep. But I'm not telling you who's getting it because you should be looking up and studying how to freaking tell the weather. Because when the internet goes down and you ain't got no TV broadcast, you better sure know how to take care of your weather. Trust it on your big toe, your knee, or your elbow. But freaking do it's not going to work at that point anymore. Now, you won't be able to look up at Ark Wildman Survival's channel and see how he freaking checks on the weather. Yep. So, let's see how many people we got in here so I can say something to y'all. Hey, I got 22 watching. So, if you haven't watched anything on Longboarding Bomb, she's trying to get 300, and I say 300 freaking subscribers, and I think she is close. Let me look. And the reason I mention it is because she did a stream. I'm trying to bring her up so I can tell you the exact numbers that she's got right now. But when she gets to 300, she's doing a giveaway. And it's an awesome giveaway, especially if you like to cook, need to learn how to cook, or like to get a freaking cookbook. So, let's see. And I will put the link on there as soon as I can bring up her page. The first thing is seeing how many subscribers she has. She has 278 subscribers, so we need what? 22 more so she reaches 300. So if we can get her up to 300, she's doing a giveaway. So what better way to get a free cookbook? A possibility of getting a free cookbook by going out, checking out her channel, subscribing to her, and being there. I don't know if she's doing it on live or how she's doing that. I have to go back rewatch again. I don't think she mentioned anything on how she was doing it, but I could be wrong. Okay, thank you, TH2. He did the hard stuff. He just listed Longboard Bomb on there while I was getting the numbers. And I guess she was inspired by Lee Lazarus, so I'll throw Lee's name in there because Lee always looking for stuff out there. Yeah, Lakeford's got to scramble out the door. She wants to go riding dirty. She wants to ride the dirty. That song was brought to you by the sponsorship of TH2. Wah, wah, wah. So everybody I invited up here is freaking like bailing on me. They're going into the out. They're coming up with excuses not to take showers. Oh, and yeah. Hopefully it'll be a little bit different in the second hour. If I do a second hour, I don't know. I was only going to do an hour, but I might go 2 hours if I can get, a co-host up here. Wake the you-know-what up! I don't care, you've been up all night. I was up all night, too. I took a little nap. So I had a 30-minute nap when I just woke up and made my coffee and got up here. So, yeah. Well, cool, Rubber Nick. Thank you, and hopefully there is a video on there. It's not the last one she just dropped, which is wonderful. on the cooking that she does. But she's got to go back to work today, so she was doing all this stuff. The last 3 days she was off, and you got to try this stuff. Holy Toledo! We may have a second hour. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember the good old days. Like you take me in the shower, put me on the, on the toilet, and you listen to me while showering. But needless to say, I got somebody backstage. Let's see who it is. Who is it? Housekeeping.
Room.
Hello, Miss Housekeeping Lady.
Hello. Yeah, no, I had to go help my neighbor this morning.
Oh, I know.
She
I was just giving you a hard time.
she broke her wrist, and
Yeah.
hard for her to get dressed. That's all. So I went over and helped her get dressed and waited till her son grabbed her.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So you went over there to sneak a peek. Yeah, I know. I know.
Uh-huh. Right, sure. 80 she's 87, so yeah, and that's the one that her
You
her
said
husband just
it's a
passed
close.
not too long ago.
Yeah, you said it's a close family. The son came and grabbed her. Oh my God.
Well, he did. He came and picked her up for for her appointment. Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Grow Big TV. It's Joe and Gardner State Gardener, the White Family. That's their new channel,
Ah.
Big TV. So let me see if I can just click on the name and maybe go to the channel and grab the link. No, not let me do it that way. So let's see if we can do it that way. Type in Grow Big TV. That's all I'm going to tell you.
For some reason.
Oh, we lost her. She tried doing something. I don't know what she tried doing. She hit the easy button. The easy button is a quick way to get thrown out. There she is.
All of a sudden, you started circling. I'm like,
Yeah, you left. I'm like, what the heck?
I didn't do anything. That's the crazy part. All of a sudden, it started circling, and I was gone.
No, that's it here. We just saw you go bloop. You're gone.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay, thank you, Lake Prairie. Because she posted Grow Big TV's link, so I appreciate it on there. But yeah, the only thing I did cover this morning I want to mention for all you in chat that voted for Obama, I know you regret it now, but he came out trying to do a speech, trying to say, oh, this or that about the killings. Obama knows nothing about what's going on in Israel. He spent all those billions of dollars trying to secretly do it and got caught to support freaking Iran. You remember that? Yeah, you can't erase that history. It's in the Library of Congress. You want to look it up and see the clips. The news clips are in there about it. If it's Library of Congress, it's forever there. No congressman can take any of that stuff out of the Library of Congress. So think about it. But needless to say, he was trying to say, "Oh yeah, the poor Palestinians, blah blah blah." No, for one, Obama doesn't know crap. He's a racist mofo. If you look at his freaking 8 years, all he did was give money to everybody, like Biden's trying to freaking do. And he got chummy with all the communist countries, so against us, Cuba, Iran. He let Hillary freaking sell plutonium to Russia that they had no authorization. It should have been Congress authorizing it, which they didn't. And of course, we know Biden's been doing business with China for forever and a day. So, yeah. What about all that stuff? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't think that, Obama's racist? Look at every freaking thing he did. It was just for the African American communities and the Muslims across the world. Hey, Ragnar Adventures, how you doing? So, you won't hear many freaking people on YouTube freaking saying that, but I will. What? Is he going to turn around and sue me, a little freaking YouTube that doesn't make no money? Is So you need to stop saying it. It's like, well, then are you going to change history? Because it's true. How many of those girls did they save in Africa that got freaking taken by the terrorists? You remember that school that freaking all the girls got taken?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think even one got saved.
Nope.
But you sure did spend quite a few $1 million down there. Mm.
Yep.
Like I always say, you need to follow the money because whoever's talking, doesn't matter if they look good in the suit or not, they're lying to you. Why do you think the Democrats push? Oh no, the popular vote, the popular vote. The popular vote ain't nothing. It's like Hollywood. They give out freaking participation freaking trophies to everybody. That doesn't mean crap. Yep, exactly. Talking about the money train and how his wife made money when she wasn't doing anything, and that's what Hillary did that too, and her freaking
His whoa. You mean Obama's wife?
yeah.
Wife? You mean Shim? Sorry.
I'm just going off what they're writing in
I,
chat.
I
You know,
know. I know. I
you've
just
been
couldn't.
you've been hanging around me too long. Once I leave it open, you attack. Like, you're still
I'm
mad.
just saying it's a
Oh,
Shim.
yeah.
I couldn't help it.
Nope. And I completely agree with you. So, but that's sometimes we need that. Now, I want to know, John, how do you know it's Big Mike?
Well, if you'd have
Go to the end
seen the
scene.
dancing on what's her name,
Well, I
chick.
know, but I want to know how can you call it Big Mike? Did you go over there and measure the inseam? I'm just picking on you, Mike. I know you really didn't do it. But how do you know it's Big Mike? It could be Little Mike.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Oh my goodness.
if everything always leads back to Hollywood. I'm going to tell you, I can never watch Grease again. After Olivia Newton-John died, everything went downhill. Because you go try to watch Grease now, knowing that freaking oh Danny is a rainbow fluffer. Yeah, think about it. Did you notice the T-Mobile commercials when it first came out? Before he came out of the closet, they had him in the T-Mobile commercials and the other two singing. And as soon as he came out, they freaking took him off all their advertisements. They're like, "Oh hell no, we ain't going the way of Bud Light."
Nope, and Noah.
Yep. Think about it. Mm-hmm.
Stay blessed, Lake. She's got to go do her Tuesday things.
Yeah. She got inseams to measure.
Grow big TV after stream. I'll go sub you up. Good.
Yep. And I'll do it too. TH2's listening in and out of chat. Yep. But
Yeah,
it is
like you
what
were
it is.
saying earlier about growing up poor,
Yep.
there wasn't anything you mentioned that because I was the youngest out of seven. My mom raised seven of us by herself. We didn't know we were poor until you met somebody who didn't have what we had. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or had more than what we had.
Yep.
I mean, I just thought it was normal to wear my sister's clothes when they outgrew
Yep.
them.
So I love my early childhood. Don't get me wrong. People grew up poor. I grew up dirt poor. And because a lot of people don't never even freaking experience having to use an outhouse. Yeah, we didn't have a bathroom in the house. It was a separate building. You had a toilet, a sink, and a shower, all in one room. There was no doors to close or anything else. It was wide open. You had a shower curtain, but that's about it. And good luck having hot water. Yeah, think about it. And I used to love going there every summer. I grew up. Yeah, I had to share a bed with six of my freaking, you know, well, his cousins and uncles. We all slept in this big giant super king size bed, not the king size beds they make now that they call California Kings. That was probably about 3/4 of the king bed I stayed in, and we shared it, especially in winter, because the wind would come in through the cracks of the shack, and and I'm not afraid to say it because I loved going there because the family was there. I was away from my mom and dad; they were busy working. I didn't want to stay home alone, as we call them now, latchkey kids. I'd rather been with my grandpa and go out to the ranch when I got up early enough. Spend time in the mornings with my grandmother or great grandmother and hung out the rest of the day with the cousins and stuff like that. Didn't have nothing to do, but you know what? Hey, just being around family was probably the best thing. And I look at it now and people are like, what? Yeah, you're going to go to your bug out location. You're going to have to shit in a hole or have an outhouse. Good luck. If you never had to use one, it's going to be a shocker the first time you use it. That's why I was able to conform to the military. I've been in so many locations we had to set up and we had to use stuff. We had to build our own freaking outhouses until they actually shipped stuff off the planes that we could actually use. And now they're all modernized. They got trailers for showers. They got them for the poopers and everything else. I'm like, man, they're spoiled.
Right?
Yeah. Yes, it would have probably stunk being the middle kid. I don't know. I was the littlest one, so and it
Yeah.
made it even worse because I was at fault no matter what. I was the only boy, so if something went wrong, I got beat first and questions asked later because it was always my fault, even if I wasn't there. I'd get in trouble for stuff while I was my grandparents over the summer. I'd come back to go to school for the fall, and I'd get beat. Remember back in July? I wasn't here. Oh, we know you broke the base. And my sister,
Uh-huh.
yeah, my sister would just stand there quiet, going, yeah, yeah, yeah. But what you go through makes you stronger. I remember
Absolutely.
growing up, my sister used to, no, I don't want to go. She used to always fight, not wanting to go. So she started going to my grandparents' house. And I'm talking about my mom's side of the family. Both parents had six brothers or sisters in, well, let's see. My mom had two brothers, six sisters, and my dad had two sisters, six brothers. So you can see how both of them had large families. So they weren't going to be making big money. But the things you go through made you stronger.
Exactly.
If you think about it, because I have cousins and uncles that grew up and they never changed. They just stayed the same. They didn't try to find a way to get out. And I always saw it going there. I love being with a family, but I was always in the back of my mind is like, I ain't living like this. I'm going to do better. If I plan to have a family, I want to do better for them. And that motivated me as a child. I wasn't even 10 yet, and I was already thinking that way on the experience. But I sure did learn how to freaking do stuff too. So, yeah, things that today's
Exactly.
kids won't do because they can't even find on YouTube. There's so many things that we did back as kids that you won't even find on YouTube. These new kids would their heads would explode. Hell, my kids come to visit, and I'm out in the garage, and my son goes, "What you doing?" And I try to tell him. You can see the look in his face, like his mind's slowly trying to catch up what the hell I'm doing. And it's not because I didn't teach him. It's just there's some times in life that weren't around when I was doing this stuff, so they see that it's normal to do it.
Yep.
So needless to say, I don't feel sorry for these kids because they don't. They have the opportunity with these computerized phones to look for this stuff, but they rather listen to Taylor Swift or Katy Perry and I don't know whoever else, and that's pretty sad. That's why when Ark Wildman had his little stream the other day and doing his singing, I loved it because he played some old country music, and I'm like, yeah. I eventually took it off my computer and put it on the TV so I couldn't comment, but that
Cool.
was a good old time. And here comes Stiff Kicker again.
Hmm.
That was you,
I've
not
been,
me.
I'm here. I'm just a listening.
But needless to say, my stepdaughter learned how to make Tiscata.
Ooh.
Finally made it, and she's like, "That makes a lot. I'm going to be eating this for a week." It's like, yeah, you need to learn how to freeze it now.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
And it tastes so good. It's better than Olive Gardens. I told you it would. If I'm going to make something, I'm going to make sure it tastes better than the restaurants. Because you know what? I am trying to avoid going to restaurants altogether. It's a scam. And I haven't seen it personally in my area, but I'm hearing a lot of restaurants are now putting like a 5% surcharge as a tip.
Uh-huh.
Now, I understood if you had like a party of 10 or more that they would put a certain percentage for a tip. I didn't agree with it then, especially the service was shit, but you know. But
Right.
needless to say, now they're putting it like a 5%. It's like, really? Well, it's not the full 15. It's like, do you deserve 15? You know?
Well, you're kind of talking when you were saying about kids don't know, type thing.
Hmm.
Well, my youngest son had a buddy of his from his job deer hunting with him this weekend. And afterwards, they were stopping here and eating. And he goes, is this how it's supposed to be? He goes, when I went with my dad, we always stopped at McDonald's afterwards
Hmm.
because they'd all come here and I'd feed them. And then they'd go home and take their showers or whatever and sleep until the next morning to go back out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's like, he goes, no, my mom makes us a big meal once a day, and it's usually at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've been out there traipsing in the woods all from 5:30 in the morning, By
Yeah.
5:30 at night, they're starving.
Yeah.
McDonald's shouldn't cut it, I want them to have something good.
Yeah.
Like tonight's goulash. That's what they requested.
Hey,
So I said, okay.
I don't mind a goulash at night.
Uh-uh.
I fried up potatoes this morning, adding my onions, my green onions, my regular onions, my jalapenos, just to have some on the sides. Why not make some breakfast tacos this week? All I gotta do is add the egg after I warm up the potatoes, and
There you go.
I went ahead and threw a couple of hamburger patties on a pan and cooked them. So now I got hamburger hamburger patties ready to go if I want to make Salisbury steaks or hamburgers. So
Yep. So see, you're doing all that prep work. That's like when I made um, tater tot hot dish. I made two of those big aluminum pans
yeah,
full,
yeah,
And while I was cutting onions to put in there, I cut a bunch up for like goulash and chili, and so
yeah.
so I didn't
Hey,
have
lady
to
D, good
cut
morning.
them later. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah.
Yep. Got to do that prep work so it makes things easier.
Okay, Lady D. Missed a lot of news I talked about, and that's a really big important. You probably heard it all before, but I just posted a link for Longboarding Mom. If you're not subscribed to her, trying to get her up to 300 for one, and once she gets to 300, she's doing a recipe book giveaway. Check out her channel if you are subscribed to see about the giveaway and the yummy meals she made this morning. I can't remember what it was. It was like
Oh
a
yeah, Ragnar,
hamburger casserole
cowboy,
pie or
Ca-
something, and it looks so
Ragnar.
good. Huh?
Oops, sorry.
No good.
Ragnar put in their cowboy casserole. Yep, I do that one too.
Yep.
Yep,
But it ain't cowboy unless you add jalapenos to it.
exactly. It's true. They are actually in there. Yep.
Ooh, you make the Ganuki one? Awesome chicken noodle. Yep. Very cool.
Gnocchi.
I call it Ganuki.
It's gnocchi. I'm Italian. It's gnocchi.
It doesn't matter if you're Italian. They're using freaking American olives. No said. Think about it.
uh,
Well, no. It's
Gotta laugh.
Ganuki. Because we were talking about Greek earlier. Come on. Wasn't one of the characters named Kanuki or something another like that?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm really, I don't know. I'm really shocked that he came out of the closet the way he did because, I mean, the way they say, oh, you're born that way, it's not a choice. Bullshit. I'm sorry. If I was him, I would never came out of the closet, period. I never had those feelings. Look who he was married to. Kelly Preston was freaking hot, even before she passed away. I'm sorry. Hey, Bushcraft, how you doing?
Uh-oh. Lady
Oh,
Dagger's status got in trouble. She added a jalapeno to the chicken last night.
well, you know what you
You're
need to, you know what you need to make tonight? You need to make them spam. Just fry up some spam and make have them. And look, it's got no jalapenos in it. I don't want to hear no complaints. Eat it. I've had a bad day. I didn't get notified to go on Trusted God's show this morning, so my day was all ruined. My watermelon was soggy at lunch. Things just didn't go right. Okay, let me do this since I know Bushcraft's awake. I know he's probably got a word on the street. So, so what's the temperature like there? You didn't give me the normal. You come up here, you tell me temperature, how's your weather, blah blah.
it's like 35, a high of 46. It's pretty normal for this time of year.
You still got snow?
Nope, it melted away.
What?
It was only about 2 inches. Yeah, no, we got up into the 50s the other day, and it went bye bye with the wind and the warmer. Hmm.
So only 2 inches, huh?
Yeah, it's about all we got.
Big Mike was bigger than your snowstorm. Okay.
Uh huh.
Hey, Super Dave.
I guess I don't know. Did you measure, Big Mike? I didn't. I
I
didn't.
don't. I don't even want to know. But since they
Mm,
never proved the birth certificate was authentic or not, I believe anything they say about the Obamas because we just watched them. It's 69 and you can't believe it. What the hell are you talking about? That's a cold front. It's 72 right now. We're supposed to get up to 90, Lady D. Ragnar says 41 in Colorado. Ooh.
that's warmer than me.
Yeah, but that's going to change here shortly.
I
When
know.
that other sister comes in from the West Coast, it ain't going to be no 41. It ain't going to be no 30
Well,
something.
we might hit the 60s by Friday.
Yeah.
Get some 60 degrees by Friday, but I don't think it'll get any warmer than that.
Oh, Lady D said, I only have a jean jacket on today. Well, la di da. I'm in shorts, a t shirt, and flip flops. Beat that, Lady D. Now I'm ready to turn on the air conditioner. It's getting warm in here. And no, because it gets hot, I don't take off all my clothes. I turn the air conditioner lower. Needless to say.
Yep.
So let's see, what else is going on in the world? Oh, we'll find out here in a second. Dun, dun, dun. Who is it? Housekeeping. Oh, no, wait, you're the housekeeping one. It's the plumber. I've come to fix your sink.
No, I'm done with the plumbing stuff.
Damn it, that lady's freaking bathroom's always getting clogged up, ain't it?
Yeah.
You know. Okay, Shift, I guess you can go in there and clean the lady's bathroom now.
Uh, it was sparkling clean.
Yeah, that was before the ladies used it. There's stuff all over the place. So, good morning, Bushcraft. How you doing? How's your weather?
Uh, it's 60.
You didn't sleep very much, did you?
No.
I didn't think so. You know, this is the second time in the world. See, I need to know ahead of time when you're going to freaking be doing that Ark survival thing. Because when I woke up, I saw it's like you had done it an hour before. I'm like, really? I missed it again? Son of a.
Well,
I got to
I
change my sleeping habits.
was doing good until I started talking about something, and then
They hit
all
you.
my settings are perfectly fine. I was using 1% of my CPU, and my my ping was at 17.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't drop any frames, and all of a sudden YouTube locked up my stream.
Oh.
Yeah, I found out something that they were doing, and I talked about it. And that was a no.
Ah. Yeah. YouTube's got thin skin.
Damn screw tube. That's all
Hey,
I
hey,
know.
hey. This is a family show. We don't use words like that. Nothing here is tubular. Come on now. So it's Tuesday here in Texas. I don't know what day it is there, but it still feels like a Monday to me. And be charming. Leave your clothes on when you go shopping today. We don't want to have that incident that occurred that other day when you went out there. It was like 2 months ago or so. So I read an article saying that more retirees are still heading to Florida, even though with the icebergs melting and everything else. So they either got a death wish or they all want to live next to B. Chicken Needle wants extra prayers, so the baby takes a long nap because she wants to sleep.
Yep, she needs a nap too. Mm-hmm.
What, did you have the baby all night? What, instead of partying all night long, you should have been sleeping. No, I know. Sometimes when you're in pain and stuff, you can't sleep. So believe me, Chicken Noodle, I know. And Lady Dagger said, "Oh gosh, can you only imagine naked shopping?" Okay. So we're safe. No naked shopping for Be Charming today, but she is doing naked house cleaning. So be courteous, and you ring the doorbell. She doesn't answer the first time. Give it a second try before she may be vacuuming. You can't hear you. So I know you're in pain, Chicken Noodle. That's why you didn't sleep. Believe me, I completely understand that.
Yep.
That's why I got my recliner with the massage and the heating thing. Because when my shoulders, neck, and back are hurting so bad, I can't sleep. The sleep medicine doesn't work. The pain medicine doesn't work. I put that sucker on, and now I'm sleeping for like 4 to 5 hours. So I'm trying not to do it every night, so I don't get in a routine habit of that. Because hey, but Chicken Noodle's like, don't cook
Don't
bacon.
cook bacon naked. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I'm like, no kidding. Ouch.
That's why you bake it.
Yeah, but sometimes when you take those pans out of the oven, even it'll pop.
Yeah, but that's where you open the door, you let it sizzle for a few minutes while the heat's rushing out, and then you get it. It's going to stop popping. You don't immediately grab the pan and pull it out of there because now you
So you mean you bake your bacon naked then, Trust?
it's safe
For who?
for the bacon. That's why manscaping is very important before you bake. You don't want no loose hairs in your food. No, I'm joking. No, I don't freaking bake my bacon naked. I always wear clothes. But I do got burn marks from all the freaking splatter grease on my arms. That sucks. So I can just imagine without a shirt or pants on. So be charming says she cooks bacon in the oven for that reason. Yeah, I still haven't done it in the air fryer yet, but I don't know. Does it sizzle when you do it in the air fryer?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, so you'd have to.
When I do my bacon, I've done bacon in the air fryer. I put aluminum foil in the thing first.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can just pull the whole thing of aluminum foil out, dump what grease is there out,
Yeah.
and then just let it sit and it crisp. Oh, it does turn out really good. I'm telling you.
Hey, how you doing, Pat Evans? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to hour number 2. Doesn't mean we're going to full hour, but hey, we'll see if Bushcraft's going to come up with anything. Like, are you streaming tonight? You get a special guest?
Oh no. The couple I was talking about last night, I'll probably get them, but it's going to be a while because this is toward the fall is busy season,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I hear you
he
there.
runs his own business and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
they're still, putting food up and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, when you show in the video their cellar, and how it's all dirt and stuff, I don't know if I could do a dirt cellar like they have. I'd have
Oh,
to cinder block or wet up for that one because I don't know. If you get a lot of rain, that's going to go right through all that dirt and come down to the cellar.
they're pretty much up on a hill.
Mm-hmm. So,
And a lot of times you can those old cellars. It's you can almost waterproof them. Almost.
mm-hmm.
There's no real waterproof.
Yep.
Even even the experts and stuff that make these basements and stuff, they'll still leak.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
Because you get that clay and stuff, and they'll once it's dug, they'll put a finish on it,
Yep.
and helps a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, my grandma had a dirt root cellar for as long as I could remember. Uh-huh. Just a door on the top, you open it and you go down the little steps and it was all dirt. It was in the ground. They use that for tornadoes too.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Definitely safe that way. But Beach Charmer says she's got a sinkhole with a dirt cellar here, wood clefts, nothing but sand. Yep. If you got a sinkhole, you better watch it because that could freaking be taking all the stuff underneath your house.
Yeah, in the
Next thing you
house.
know, your house is falling in.
Yeah, that was Doug. Oof.
Yeah.
That was her dad's grandfather or great grandfather. So it's probably 200-year-old hole.
Oh, okay. So that's, yeah. It's gone
But-
through a lot of stuff in time.
yeah, that thing's sitting there for a long time.
Yeah, okay.
That's kind of like my grandma's was then too, because yeah, it was old. But she also had like wooden shelves down there for canned goods, and that kind of stuff that they made.
Yeah.
Not canned goods, but canned in the jars. Yeah, that kind of. Yep.
Ragnar, how dare you cook bacon in the air fryer? I said I never cooked it in the air fryer.
Well,
I know
you have the
people on
same
YouTube
air
have.
fryer
Huh?
as me and Crazy do, don't you? Trust.
What?
You have the same type that me and Crazy do.
Starts with an O?
I don't know what the name of it is. You open it up. It's not the basket type.
Yeah, it's one that's got the racks. You pull the racks out. And,
Yeah.
yep. No, the only thing I've done on it was ribs so far. So no bacon has been. If I really want good bacon, I put it on a freaking cast iron and I'll do it out on the
Yeah.
fire pit. So that's the neighbors hate me because they're smelling the bacon cooking in the morning while they're getting the cars going to work. And they're
Oh
like,
man,
"Turn
you
off
can
the
hear
bacon."
people wake up miles around when they smell bacon.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
We went camping, and this place was loaded of people, and I was up early, and I had got a fire going and put bacon on the grill,
Mm-hmm.
and that as soon as that grease started dripping down into the fire or the coals, doors started opening, and you see them walk out and do the sniffing thing.
Yep, bacon and coffee, my two favorite smells in the morning. Uh-huh. Just like at the cabin, open all when all the windows are open in the summer, and I make that first pot of coffee. If I have anybody camped in tents outside, all of a sudden the tent doors start opening because they smell coffee.
Yep.
Yep.
Read what's the chat.
Sounds good, B.
Yep. And that's why I bake mine, because usually I'll do like 3 pounds to 5 pounds of bacon at a time. And you know how much freaking I got to clean the stove top if I do it on the stove?
Oh
Screw
yeah.
that. I got a cast iron freaking that's big enough to handle about 2.5 pounds of freaking bacon at a time, but you know, can't do that every morning. If I do 5 pounds of bacon and I put it in my fridge, half it's already gone before it goes in the fridge because I'm eating it. And I won't eat the rest of the day because I had so much bacon. So I got to portion my bacon out when I cook it. It's like doing jalapeno poppers. I'll try to make like 50 of them and I end up with like 20 left. So I'll be eating them. Yeah, that's not spicy enough. I could add more of this.
Sounds good though. I always make extra of everything. Uh-huh. Because I never know when I'm going to get bombed with a kid.
Yeah. Hey,
Or a
RLB.
grandkid.
Yeah. Congratulations. You did your civic duty. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get me a BLT today.
Yeah. Yeah, bacon's cheaper right now than chicken is. If you really look at the price per pound.
Well, the bacon where I go it's probably a little bit high,
Yeah.
but it it's comes straight from the pig
Yeah.
that the Amish raise, so
Yeah.
you can tell the difference. Oh man, that bacon is so good.
Oh yeah. It's like I'll take butcher and rancher freaking meat. I don't care what kind it is versus freaking grocery store any day.
Yeah, they smoke it themselves and everything.
Yes, Tabasco on eggs. That's a requirement here in the South. I hear the Northerners use that Tabasco Pete stuff.
Huh? We
Yeah,
use regular Tabasco on eggs.
yeah. Nah,
And I'm a northerner.
I heard that one that freaking I don't remember something Pete.
Texas Pete,
No.
What was it?
Texas Pete.
Yeah, Texas Pete. And they got a
Uh-huh.
lawsuit going on right now for one because they don't make it in Texas for one, and using the name Texas is a false advertisement.
I
So,
don't. Uh,
sort of like the Houston Oilers, I think they need to be sued the crap out of it, take Houston out of it. For one, not
there,
only because it's in Texas, you know,
there's no Houston Oilers anymore.
no, they,
It's uh, it's the Texans.
Yeah, but they're not even a Texas team. They need to take them out of freaking everything. For one, I'd be embarrassed to have the word Houston as the cesspool of Texas
Well, that's
from another
they
state.
completely took that out.
Yeah.
They just say the um, Texans.
Oh, well, I don't know.
They don't say Houston anymore. Is it?
Okay, I don't know. I don't watch NFL, so like,
Yeah.
hey, all I know is the Texas Rangers are number one. Woo!
I just know that that one dude that always broke his nose when he played. I can't remember his name now.
No idea.
I think he's retired now. His brother is going to beat every one of his records now.
Oh wow. Not Pat Evans. I used to use ketchup too, but it was never on my eggs. I'd put that on my hash browns. And then the good Lord let me discover gravy for biscuits or gravy. And then I use that now on hash browns. Oh, yeah, that's what else I made last night, Shift Kicker. I made biscuits. So homemade biscuits,
Yum.
hamburgers in Salisbury steak, and yeah.
I
And
guess they
fried
still
chicken.
call them Houston Texans. I've never heard them say it's always the Texans.
Yeah. So I don't know. They're
Most people
embarrassed,
keep
but
it out of the Houston part out of it, I guess.
oh, cool. You're that close to Texas Raiders. Wow. So you get to see all that traffic, or at least hear the traffic. Yeah. Personally, I think they need to be smarter. And when they
So
both,
did you make baking powder biscuits or buttermilk biscuits?
no, I made buttermilk.
Okay,
I had to use up my buttermilk before it went bad.
there you go.
So I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm thinking about copying one of Longboarding's mom's recipes and doing something.
Yep, it's a cook day for me. Make goulash, and then I've got bread proofing in the oven right now, which got to rise a little more, and then I can take it out and rest it for a few minutes, and then put it back in the oven and bake it. Yay me!
Proof it. You're going to confirm that it's bread when you proof it.
Well, no, but proofing it is letting it rise. You know,
I know.
it's got to rise. And what I do is I turn my oven on low while I'm kneading it and getting it all ready, and then I turn the oven off. So, and then put it in. Just works best for me because of a door has to open, and then the temperature right now changes in the house quick. So I try to proof it in the oven this way.
So what's the one ingredient you use to make bread rise?
What's the one what?
Ingredient you use to make bread rise.
Yeast.
Oh, okay. So basically using the Viagra baking. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Got that right.
So what happens if it rises and it's still rising in 4 hours? Do you rush it to the hospital too? Do you seek
No.
medical
You
attention?
bake it and it goes down.
Oh,
Just get it hot.
stick it in the oven and it goes down. Sounds like something else I know. Okay.
His name was or is JJ Watt. That's what the name I was
Oh, okay. Okay.
trying to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, his brother's going to beat all of his records. I don't know, but that's what he says himself, that his brother will end up beating all of his records.
Okay. I'm not even going to freaking. cfinds.com, they got the list of the 6 short haircuts for women over 40. No. That's all I got to say on that. No. Don't get me wrong. If you got short hair, that's fine. But I'm old school. A woman should have at least shoulder length hair, not short where you look like a dude. That's it. Hey, did you hear that marijuana is linked to significant heart and brain issues?
Say what?
Yeah, marijuana is linked, or using marijuana is linked to significant heart and brain issues, is what they're saying now.
Huh.
Yeah, because there's some votes coming up.
You
Well,
know,
today. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember that stuff that they used. It wasn't cocaine, it was something else. But back in like the 20s and 30s, they used to use this freaking. It's a white powder. It might have, and it wasn't crack because they didn't have crack back then. But they used to use it for babies.
Cocaine.
No, I don't think it was cocaine. They called it something else. I just don't remember. It might have been cocaine, but
Crystal.
probably. But they used to give it to babies for like coughing and you know when they were throwing a fit because they didn't feel good and they had a temperature, but there was really nothing wrong with them. They're just cranky and man, it's been a long time since I had a freaking baby. In this house, I can't even remember the word for them anymore. But yeah, I
Hmm.
agree with Carl. I worry about the additives that they're putting in it versus the actual natural remedy of it. Never once did I ever hear the Indians when they used to smoke the peace pipes complain about it.
Right?
And you looked at a lot of those chiefs, they're freaking like 80, 90 years old. They didn't start kicking off till the white man started eradicating them. Wah, wah, wah. That's it. Oh, I found out an interesting fact. All you New Yorkers, you love New York. You think you're the best. Did you know New York was a southern state that had freaking slavery longer than the South did? It's actually in the history books. There's still people. They had laws about ending slavery, but they let the people that had slaves in New York do it at their own time. And yeah, they had more slaves than any of the. I can't remember the state that had the most slaves in the South, but they still had more slaves left even during the Civil War and after the Civil War than freaking any Southern state. So when y'all want to bring up that you're so great and everything else, yeah, you're in the history books. You allowed terrorists to blow up. You failed at your jobs miserably. You also reported all this crap a long time ago. Yeah, I'm reversing. I'm saying it now. I don't like New York City, so I'm not talking about the state. I'm talking about the city.
I'm pretty sure that there's nobody around from back then to report.
No, I'm talking about during 9/11, but you know,
Oh,
yeah, a lot of
yeah.
them came in straight to New York too. Hey, who are you? I'm Ahmed. And why do you got these devices? Oh, it's science class. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hmm. Why does this guy got 28 freaking box cutters? Science class. Oh, okay. Yeah. I can
Yeah,
see
they
how
said
that took place.
they knew. Uh, well, certain agencies knew about it before it happened.
Yeah.
It's one of those miscommunication things again.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like Clinton knew where Osama was, but he didn't freaking hit him. He just passed it on to Bush and left everything happen on Bush's watch. But everybody took a dog, everybody dogs Bush. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a complete favorite of Bush's either. But when the report
I
came
don't.
out that Clinton knew about it and he could have hit him and take it, nope.
Bush is just as bad as the other ones.
Yep. Oh, what were they trying to? Oh, I heard something and it was kind of funny. Oh, they called Carter the rock and roll president. I'm like, I don't ever remember Carter playing any rock and roll, let alone being called the rock and roll president. But they're trying to call him that now.
You could say that with Biden,
Well,
the
that'd be
way
more
he
like,
falls and
yeah,
Yeah, he's rocking up and rolling up them stairs or down the steps, right?
yeah. But I do got to give something to Jimmy. Jimmy Carter. He's basically, I think, retired, even though it's not official. But him and his wife had done Habitat for Humanity. I think they built over 400 houses, assisting in building 400 houses for Habitat for Humanity. And that
oh
was
yeah,
pretty awesome. So, I mean, he did something. Of
oh
course,
yeah. He That's what I said. He's one of the presidents that did better when he wasn't a president.
yep. So, I don't know. I think he just got thrown in that position. He really didn't have a choice. We'll find out later when he passes, like, yeah, Democratic Party said you either going to be our man or we're going to ruin your family's peanut plantation, and we're going to send your brother to jail for moonshining beer.
I mean, if you sit there and think about it,
Hey, I still have a Billy beer can. It was open and drank, but I still have the can.
Mhm.
I think um, Reagan was the last best president
Mm-hmm. Oh, they've been blasting him lately
out
too.
of
I had to laugh.
Clinton and
Yeah, they tried
Bush.
blaming Reagan for allowing so many freaking people dying with AIDS his first 4 years because he wouldn't mention AIDS in the epidemic.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, he's president. He's trying to fix shit, and he was actually one of the presidents that's actually trying to fix stuff. AIDS was not a priority, and they try to play it like, wow, it was commonly known it was a gay thing initially.
well, you know
I'm
who
like, I'm
was,
sorry, but there was other things in the world that were more important at the time that involved our country than AIDS. You know,
supposed to be taking care of that too.
yep,
The same dude that was all over TV talking about the sickness thing,
yep,
Fauci.
yep,
It's kind of odd.
yep. Another monkey experiment gone wrong.
Yeah,
So,
and look when he first went into being his first term, all the stuff that he had to put up with,
yep,
all the stuff that was going on.
yep. Gee, who's the president before Reagan? Was it Ford?
Uh, Carter, wasn't it?
I don't know. B, you're there, so which one was it? Was it Carter or Ford?
Yeah, I can't remember if Ford was before or after Carter. I always get them mixed up.
Yeah, I don't know. They're both sleeping presidents, so I don't know.
I was talking about the group of presidents back then.
Hmm. Oh, that's one thing we get asked in that house. We ever see him, or when we see him, should I say? Um, when he does his family tree, is he connected to the Carter presidency? Dun dun dun. Was he raised on Belly Bear? Yeah. Hmm.
I think Trump would have been a lot better if he was able to do what he wanted to
Yeah.
do.
Yep. But
Sometimes it kind of sucks when you have a good president and then you have the rest of House and Senate doesn't let you do what you want to do, basically.
Okay, so B. Charm is saying it was Ford, then Carter. So yeah, it was Carter.
Okay.
So, needless to say, have you noticed every time the Democrats in charge, everything goes to crap, and then a Republican gets voted in to fix the stuff, and then the people think, well, let's give the Democrats another chance. Okay, now put that theory to mind of the shit that's going on in Israel. How many times has frickin' Israel been trying to frickin' do peace talks with Hamas, the Palestinians, and all that other crap? When all that property does not belong to the Palestinians, they don't have a country. Then after a while, but Israel's freaking done with it. So they're like, no, we're not going to do that. And I'm glad they came out with a statement that even after it's all said and done, Israel's going to be in there and they're going to be doing the security. Palestinians aren't going to like it. It's like, well, it's not their land. The agreement for them to stay there was no violence towards them. They voted Hamas in and run their freaking policies, and Hamas freaking attacked Israel, so they broke the freaking treaty that they had. There ain't no treaty, Mr. UN and you racist Muslims from the countries that are in the UN. I say we arrest every freaking UN representative in the U.S. that's in New York right now. Label them as terrorists, lock all their freaking finances and all that. Because if you really look at it, the top person that's running all the terrorist cells now, they even admitted he is in construction. Who else was in construction? Osama bin Laden. His family's net worth's like $4 billion. His son is going to take over his money, which is in the billions, if not trillion yet, is doing the same thing. So you got to think about it. Are they tied up? They follow the money. They find out he's associated with Hamas, Iran, and all that other stuff too. So, but I'm just waiting for Obama to come out of the closet, full in frontal.
Yeah.
That'll break the freaking glass ceiling. I was the first gay president. You didn't even know it. No, you dumbass. We knew Big Mike was freaking in charge. We know who was laying down the pipe in the White House.
Uh-huh.
That's why I think he's scared to come out. He knows everybody knows. If he comes out, there'll just be more jokes about him. But he should look at it for the American public. Imagine all the skits that the Saturday Night Live crew could do on him. Man, they might even bring Saturday Night Live back the way it used to be. No, they can't. They ain't got the skill in comedians anymore. All the good comedians are dead. Hell.
Gilda Radner, come on. One ring a dingy.
Baba Walla.
Yep.
Just remember when you order a hamburger, it's going to be a cheeseburger, potato chips, and Pepsi, not Coke.
Pepsi, not Coke.
Yeah.
The tankers are still being held by the ports.
Oh, they still holding them?
Yeah. I was just checking today. A lot of them been sitting there for a week.
Yeah.
Wait until some of those refrigerated containers start running out of gas.
Yeah. Oh, those chicken nuggies.
Oh, that stuff's gonna smell so bad.
Like, Our beaches, remember when they did the bees? Yeah, the killer bees. Oh, yeah. I mean, there was like 3 people that died on announcements today. One was 23 years old. He was, I don't know, was a singer of a rock band or something. I don't know. I didn't pay attention because I didn't recognize the name. But hey,
Yeah, there
another
were
actor and something else.
I think it was last month or something. There was the poster boy that where it was in commercials and everything saying how it was safe to get
Yeah,
the things for the sickness.
yeah. The Jabberwocky.
Yeah, he passed of a heart thing.
No.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Did he
Yeah,
change out of the hut?
hard to
He went on
believe.
his merry way.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a reminder. When is it? On Saturday, it's Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Another day, I won't go to any of the restaurants, even for free food, because you'll have to wait in line for 4 hours. And yep. And they never, as long as they've been doing it, they never get it down right. I was like, they should have a specific menu just for Veterans Day. If you're going to get out for a free meal, just have a list, something on a chalkboard, something. These are the things you can get for free.
Yeah.
And just so you know, there is Wounded Warrior Project that you can go to their website and you can donate to help the Wounded Warriors. It's one of the few charities that I actually give to.
Mm-hmm.
Because, so, yep.
I give to the Gary Sinise Foundation
So,
because that's
and it's
and I know
tax
that he
deductible.
doesn't take none of the money, so it all goes straight to the veterans. So, as
Yeah.
every charity, a certain percentage goes to pay their CEOs, and it just kills me for
Yeah, I'm
veterans and
hired.
anybody else is like, well, we got to pay this $10 million bonus because this CEO freaking has done awesome.
It doesn't take that long to, if you're thinking about donating to a charity, just do Google search. What's the percentage of it goes to the cause,
Yep,
and then legally they have to have it somewhere
yep,
publicly.
yep,
That's like that one that Oprah and them were going. Why do you have to have an organization? Just give it the money to the people. It's not that hard.
Right.
Because the people of the Hawaii thing, they they had a fund
yep,
for it, and they come up and say, "Well, we're here to help them out, and we're going to donate this money, but we make sure you donate to the actors
yep.
thing."
No, forget
And
that.
that was such a big gimmick. You could see um, half the money went to the CEOs of the people who sit in office and don't do anything.
Yep,
And there was another fund for investing it. What good is investing the money when it's supposed to be going for the people that it's supposed
Mm-hmm.
to be helping?
I'm really tired of this. I just got another reminder. I got an appointment coming up. It don't matter. I'm gonna be there.
Mm.
So, what was it? Yeah. So, the oh, I don't even not the actors, but the studios have given their final concession, and the Actors Guild Award or whatever you want to call them. They're getting to review it, and they're like, "Oh, they do that all the time." I really hope if they don't accept it, they just shut down Hollywood. So we
Yep.
made millions and billions and trillions over the years. Let's just shut it down for a little while. And then what are these people going to do? Oh shit, I got to get a job because their unions aren't going to be paying them. If Hollywood is shut down, these people are going to be fighting to try to get that $15 an hour McDonald's job.
Probably. So, Mr. Trust, I want to thank you for having me up. I do have to make a phone call here
Alrighty.
to my mother in law's building. I got a text message to please call.
Yep.
So, all right. Y'all have a good day.
Thank
Stay blessed, not stressed.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming
Bye.
up. Yep. We got like 7 more minutes anyway. I ain't going past 2 hours. I got to go do my water thing and then start working in the yard again. Only got a couple more days before the rain starts and then it gets colder again. But so you don't got nothing coming up this evening then?
Um, I'll try to go live on the gaming thing.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully,
I'll
they
try
don't
to
mess
take it
with me.
earlier than that then, so I'm up when you do it this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mondays I usually wait until after I do the late thing after uh, Vineyard Chicks.
Yeah.
Well, last night 101 was live too, so
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to do both, and it was like eventually I had to give up on 101. I'm
yeah,
like,
what it was
sorry,
fun.
101, I got to go. I'd rather listen to music, and I was listening to Vineyard Chicks, and it was so good I ended up falling asleep. I'm like,
Yeah,
yes, Pat, a big cold front is coming in. Luckily, it won't be that cold for Texas this time. It is going to be cold for other places, along with snow. Yay! I said it. So I don't know. I don't. I think Ohio's going to be maybe miss this next snow event. I think you might get cold, but I don't think you might get any of that snow.
I don't know.
I think it's going to go like right above you. Of course,
Garden season's over, so I don't pay attention to it.
yeah. I only do it because I already did my beans. Now I got to do my shepherd's pie. If I do my shepherd's pie and cook it, then I know winter's coming. Because every time I do my beans and then my shepherd's pie, the winter hits. So I've been trying to hold off on the shepherd's pie one, but I got to get my daughter-in-law here so I can show her how to make it. She'll see how easy it is. Like, man, I should have been making this forever, but I got this whole week because she still got to finish the Zupas Toscata. Finish that first. Yeah, parts of Texas are going to get freeze. Probably Amarillo, maybe down to Lubbock, but I think that's about it. So I don't know. I'm not too worried about this next one. I don't know. I don't watch this SNL anymore.
Oh no, I ain't watched that in so long.
You know, I mean, I can't even remember. I think the last time I watched was when they had Sting on there. And I was like,
Oh, that's been a while too.
and,
Then
and I just watched that, and then that was it. His performance, and I shut it off because they didn't have no good comedians anymore. Yeah, I
and
don't even know.
because everybody thought that he was gonna reveal his face and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't even know if they got that guy from uh, Good Burger in it. Is that comedian still in there? That actor that used to do Good
Oh yeah,
Burger?
I remember.
I don't even know if he's still in there or not. I mean, I liked him as a comedian, but his is sort of like dry humor now. And if you go back to the 70s and 80s, they would never put any of that on there now. They'd be like,
Oh no, yeah.
people will be having heart attacks and suing. I'm like, why? It's just a freaking joke. You can blame everything from that's happening to the writers and all that other stuff. Blame it on Kathy Griffin, that useless freaking comedian. She's tried to make herself relevant by doing something she should have never done. But no, it was okay for her to do that. But I don't know. I think I'd rather watch old old TV shows of The Price is Right, even though if I know the answers and who's going to win and all that other stuff, versus watching Saturday Night Live now. Yes, I do watch George Carlin still because freaking I can never get tired of him. He made a lot of good sense in comedy, but a lot of people didn't like him because of the words he used. And he brought out truth. Yep, exactly. He spoke the truth. Yep. But yeah, I don't know. Well, Bush, I hope you stay busy, but not too busy where you can't get a nap in because you sound tired. And prayers, of course, for Chicken Noodle. Hopefully she's napping now. The baby probably fell asleep already. Just put the baby up close to the frickin' the phone. Let her hear my voice, and she'll slowly drift to sleep. Oh yeah, we ain't. It's a big club, and we ain't in it. Yeah, we're not even invited to frickin' stand outside and pretend like they're gonna let us in. You know. But as always, remember to tell your loved ones you love them, because you don't know what's gonna happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. And if you're mad at them, still tell them you love them because you'll live with regret if something happens.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And just remember, prices are going up, inflation is going up. The only thing that's not going up is the thing in your pants if you're a guy. And if it is, you need to freaking think of something else because if you're single, it's not even worth dating the caliber of women that are out there. Half of them hit the wall, and the other half think that they deserve to be princess or queen, and they have no freaking skills to be either, let alone flipping burgers or doing the fry machine at McDonald's. So, yeah, I said it, but I'll continue saying it because if you actually pay attention to see how they act, yeah, everybody thinks they're Missy Elliott or whatever the rappers' names are nowadays. Yeah, and just remember, if you watch commercials and you're buying stuff because these stars are doing it, yeah, right. If you really think that they're freaking ordering from DoorDash, or they're getting little chicken wings, you know, from Pizza
They
Hut
have
and
their own
places like that.
person that goes and picks their stuff up for them.
Yeah, and half the time they got their own chefs. They're doing it at home.
Yeah.
So, yeah, think about it. Don't fall for the big commercial trap. Well, we love you, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Or maybe later today, somebody else goes stream. Who knows? Well, any last words, Bush?
Huh?
You got any last words?
No, not
No,
really.
no, those are last words. All right. Bye, y'all. Boom.